Right guys, I've managed to acquire another rare OEX tent. It's the Cougar EV II tent. I got it on eBay for £70 and I just thought I'd set it up and show you guys it, just in case you might not have seen this before or you're interested in getting one yourself. This is my first time setting it up as well, so I'm excited to see what it's like. So this is quite a big tent in terms of the size. The weight is 2.4 kilograms on my kitchen scales, so it's quite a big tent, but as I've said in previous videos, I'm fascinated by discontinued OEX tents, and this has been on my wish list for quite a while. So this was the first one that I've seen that came up on eBay. The seller said that the tent's only been used a couple of times and there's just a tear in the stuff sack. But apart from that, it's supposed to be in great condition. So that's obviously the poles, pegs, and then we've got the tent itself. This is going to probably be coming in at the biggest tent that I own. Now, I did recently acquire the Lynx EV II by OEX, and I really love that tent. So this Cougar tent was a bit of an impulse buy. I just couldn't turn down the chance of getting it on eBay. It might end up not being my thing, so if not, I'll end up selling it, because the OEX Lynx EV II is kind of hard to beat now. My favourite tent used to be the Bobcat, but I think the Lynx EV II has overtook that now. Yeah, this is huge. So this is like a semi-geodesic dome design tent. Don't think I've ever had one of these before. I reckon this is going to be a bit harder than the Lynx EV II tent to set up. And I've already got a feeling I'm going to prefer the Lynx as well. So this might end up being a bit of an impulse purchase. But at least you guys get to see it being set up. There's not many videos on YouTube of this one, this tent. I know they originally did this in the red colour before they did this version, but I think the red one is about 3.5 kilograms or 4 kilograms. So yeah, this is like the lighter, more premium version that they did. Right, let's figure this out now. I think I'm definitely going to need the instructions for this one. So I've read online that these two poles go underneath and the one with the silver bit there goes over the top of the other two. So hopefully that's right. reckon it's a good idea to probably put the pegs in first. This is probably one of the biggest tents that I now own, and also probably one of the most difficult to put up. It's still interesting to see a rare tent like this. I don't have to keep it if I don't like it, but it's fun just showing you guys rare tents from OEX. I still want the Lynx EV1 as well. I'm hoping this is right. That obviously goes in there. I'm not gonna lie guys, this is probably the most fiddliest, difficult tent I've set up from OEX. And I'm probably not doing it right, but we'll figure it out. Kind of looking right. At least the poles are staying up now. That doesn't look right there, but it'll have to do for now. It's only a quick pitch to show you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure about the shape inside. For me it's alright, but for two people, bit of a strange shape for two people I think. Right guys, I'll just quickly show you the inner pitched. It is an inner pitch first tent. You've got a nice little porch area here. There are the poles all in place, and then you've got obviously these, what you attach to the poles. I don't know if you can see that at the moment, but that's the inside. Bit of a strange shape for two people, in my personal opinion, but I suppose you could fit two in there at a push. Right guys, let's attempt to get the outer on now. I can see why quite a few people online have said that they don't like the setup of this tent. I'm getting there slowly, but I'm not going to lie, I thought the Lynx EV II tent was difficult to set up, but this is on another level. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it eventually, but I'm just not used to setting up a tent with 3 separate poles. You've got all these guy lines as well to pull out. I'm not going to do that right now. You get the idea of what they are though, to pull it tighter in the wind and everything. Right guys, so that's it set up. It's a fairly large tent. But it's just, I think it's a bit of a strange shape for two people, personally. But yeah, you've got your air vent at the front, and then there's also one at the back here. Nice logos on the side as well, and then there's also the name of the tent there, with a beautiful British flag on. You've got all these guy lines. I think there's about 6. So obviously if they were out, it'd be a lot more stronger in the wind. I'm just not going to bother putting them out right now. You've got all these little clip-on bits. I don't think I've ever seen so many on a tent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's just a peg. 5, peg, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10 clip-on bits. I'm sure there's a few of you out there who really couldn't be bothered with doing all that. But yeah, there's just one door on this side, so it's like a side door you get in. So we'll have a look at that now and take you inside the tent. So you've got your nice tight pull strings there to keep your door nice and tightly secured when it's open. I like these ones, to be honest, compared to just your standard loop ones without the pull tog, because they always come loose, so that's a nice feature. But yeah, that's the porch with the door open. Nice little covering if it's raining. And obviously you can keep this door open as well and have it open with your walking pole or whatever, a bit more shelter. But yeah, this was definitely an impulse purchase, I reckon, guys. But you've got to feed that curiosity, haven't you, and just see what it's like for yourself. But I definitely prefer the OEX Lynx EV II tent at the moment. If I can manage to get a Lynx EV1, that'd be cool to see what that's like. But this is just far too big for me, one person. I'm not saying it's not a nice tent though, but... Right, let's show you inside. Just quickly show you the porch area again, properly. So there's quite a lot of space for your boots and that. Right, let's show you inside. Right, so your door can tuck in the side there. So yeah, hopefully I'm filming this alright for you guys, but that is the inside. I'll show you me laying it in a minute so you can work out the size of it. I'm 5'6", so I'm pretty short. I just think this is a strange shape for two people. Like, you'd have to be pretty thin to get one mat there, one mat there, and then a bit of room at the back for your gear. But if you don't mind carrying a more heavier tent, it's a pretty decent tent for one person. Tons of room if you're just going on a local camp or whatever. But yeah, you've got storage pocket there in the corner. You've got another one here with your typical safety precautions on it and that. And then there's also a loop up here for your light or your torch. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, really. Not feeling this one as much as the Lynx EV2, if I'm honest. But some of you might like it, and some of you probably interested to see what it's like set up. This here is also a little bit strange. It's obviously keeping the pole there for the door, but I'm just not sure about that, just being there like that. Oh, right guys, I'm going in. Let's take my shoes off, just in case I do sell this. I don't want to get it dirty for the next owner. It's pretty, must admit the previous owners looked after it because it's immaculate apart from the little tear on the stuffed sack. But yeah, hopefully this gives you an idea of size. It honestly feels like a mansion to me. I can see that you would fit two people in. Yeah, it's massive, absolutely humongous. I thought the Lynx 2 was massive, but this is, I mean, I could probably even lie this way. Yeah. Actually, is that the way you're supposed to go? If you're short like me, you probably, I don't know, guys, is that the way you're supposed to go? I've never been in a tent this shape before, so I honestly don't have a clue. It's actually quite comfy here on this floor. But yeah, you can still go this way as well. I mean, if you I'm 5'6", my feet are touching this bottom bit here, and my head is almost nearly at the edge here really. So I'd say if you're like near 6 foot or over, it's kind of small for someone really tall. This way is kind of the same. Obviously if I was on my own I'd probably lay in the middle like this. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if someone's selling one of these tents and you can get one, I wouldn't say no, don't get it. It gets you outside and enjoying nature. I'm not saying it's a bad tent or anything, it's a nice tent, but yeah, it's just too big for me. But yeah, hopefully I've shown you everything in here. I don't think I've missed anything. And there's your little view looking outside. If it was raining, you could probably cook on your porch there while sat in the bedroom looking out at your nice view. That's not the best view at the moment, but you get the idea. Right guys, I've shown this tent off as best as I can for you. Hopefully you found it interesting. Like I said, I definitely prefer the OEX Lynx EV II tent that I've previously shown off in my other video, if you want to check that out. Done. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe and feel free to check out my other videos. Have a good one.